Hi-oh, YouTube! My name is Dexter, and welcome back to Chained Echoes, where I just ran back out where I came from, and, cutscene. What is Killian doing there? Good question. What is Killian doing there? Oh, it's you, Glenn. Did Sir Victor return? Nah, yeah, what are you doing here? Taking in the scenery while the rain has stopped. I still can't believe it. The Grand Grimoire's right under our noses. And? What do you mean, and? That's the reason we're here. I gotta sneeze just a moment. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, the first time I've sneezed all day, just as soon as I start recording. Wouldn't you know it? We wanted to know more about it. Who placed it and weren't sure back then? Above all, why? What then? I'm sorry, what do you mean? What do you plan to do with this knowledge? What's this about? You don't know, do you? I know what you want. You want the stone for yourself. I want to change this world. Having such a weapon would be helpful, even though you know what it's capable of. Do you find it despicable? The Grimoire kills people. This sword here does the same, and yet we wield it every day for our cause. You can wield a sword and choose your targets. The Grimoire obliterates everything. Don't get me wrong, every human life is precious to me. But just look back. We were walking on a mountain built of corpses. The blood of many is on our hands. The blood of people who were ready to die for their cause. We did not kill the innocent. If possible, I would not want to use the Grimoire. It is much more useful as a scare tactic than a weapon anyway. Enemies will throw their weapons at the mere sound of the name. Remember how our enemies feared the band of the Iron Bull? Do you know the reason why I want to change this world? No. I come from a merchant family. We were quite wealthy, but since dealing with money is frowned upon where I come from, we were not very influential. We had a big house, servants, always clean clothes, and enough food, but all of this did not protect us from the world outside. My younger sister went out riding one day, and the horse went wild. It raced through half the city until it finally stumbled in the harbor district, fell to the ground, and broke its leg. My sister sought help in an area that even in broad daylight was visited only by scoundrels. Weak and completely on her own, she could not defend herself when they came for her. Dozens of men threw themselves on her one after the other. Killian. Our butler found her in the gutter hours later. She had fallen into a coma. I was so angry that I rode to the harbor that same evening to look for the culprits. But who was I supposed to find? Half the neighborhood had taken advantage of her. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't seen her for years, but from letters my parents send me, I know she's still sleeping. Glenn, I was a very liberal person, whose greatest role model was Alfred of the Band of the White Dragon. A man who achieved fame with his mercenaries and at one point was as powerful as the armies of the greatest kingdoms. Since he came from the common folk, he tried to abolish the royal houses and establish a democracy. I wanted to be like him, and after the incident with my sister, even more so. I could have felt anger for the common rabble, but I did not. I did not want to fight the lower class, but rather the causes that made them that way. I set myself the goal that if my sister would ever wake up from her coma, she would look into a new world. A better world that I created with my own hands, and for that I must make use of different means. Like the Grand Grimoire. Like the Grand Grimoire. The first thing your sister will see when she wakes up is not the beautiful world you've created, but the monster her brother has become. Don't worry, we'll never get to that stone anyway. These are just empty words, Glenn. Oh, well, okay, that was one conversation, but now where do I go? That was a fun little bit of heartbreak. So am I just looking for the rest of the squad now? Can I go in here? Should I be in here? That's the next question. Nope. I want to take a look around the city. Yeah, but I don't know where the hell I'm going. I feel as though I should be able to walk down there, but they won't let me. Hold up a second. My chat, okay. I get it. I understand. Level design is hard, and, every minor nitpick can't be fixed. But, come on. That's my one minor nitpick. It is the minorest of most minor nitpicks. But it's still a nitpick nonetheless. Anybody in here? Snack. Can't talk to those two. They're just standing there, just being a mannequin or whatever. Alright. Can I go this way? Oh, I can. Cool. Explore most of the area. Who that person? Are they in a wheelchair? The fresh air will do you good, Father. But tell me, why did you leave the castle? Where have you been all this time? The walls of this palace were suffocating. I am a princess, not a nun. I set out to look beyond the walls, to see what we have been fighting for all of these years. And what did you find? Are you really interested in it? I thought you only cared for this war. You portray me as a bloodthirsty warlord, which I am not. Besides, we shouldn't talk like this in front of Father. Then go see for yourself what lies over the walls and what people talk about, what they wish and hope for. You know that I told the truth about the banquet, don't you? Of course I believe you that you have seen the demon, but you certainly couldn't have noticed everything. I ask again. You know I was telling the truth. And you accept the lie. I accept what Terran needs most. It will be over quickly. I guess it will. They gave him a few more weeks. It's good that you came back. He can't show, but I'm sure Father is happy that you're back with us. Father. His hands are so rough. His hands? I remember them tall yet gentle, loving hands that lifted me up into the sky as a little girl. They're so rough now, like the hands of a knight swinging a sword. But they probably always have been. His hands held the sword more often than his daughter, after all. Aw, that's a little heartbreaking. I feel bad about stumbling in on that one. I think I have some time until Sir Victor returns. I wonder how Lene is feeling. This day has been hard on her. Maybe I could pay her a visit. That is, if they let me into the castle. Alright, well, guess we're going back to the castle. Sweet. All that time running around for nothing. Hey, who's in here? Can I talk to this guy? I can't talk to him. Okay. State your business. You have none? Then leave me alone. I'm busy, as you can probably see. Alright, well, I get the feeling you're going to be important. They don't just make a giant office for no reason. Or do they? Probably not, but I can dream. Alright, back to the castle. Ugh. Sorry, just biting at another hangnail. Because I'm insane and I never learn. Hey, what are you telling me? We're grateful that you brought Her Highness back. Prince Frederick hasn't been himself after she vanished. You're welcome, I guess. Now that the princess is back, I'm going to make an extra effort to keep the place in good shape. I know, I'm pretty sure she said palace, but I'm going to say place. So, am I... No map. Okay, cool. I just gotta wander... You're the guy who returned Her Highness, right? I've been told you're allowed to visit her, but this area is off limits. You understand? Yes, I do, actually. I just don't know where the hell she is. Where am I going? The princess is a sweetheart. She has a sympathetic ear for everyone. Damn right she does. Look, you dropped all the good dishes. Don't think because you've returned that I'm going to handle you with kid gloves. You'll make up for all the work you missed. Do you understand? Answer me, what kind of behavior is this? I hope you remember your status. Here at court, by order of His Majesty the King, you have no more rights than a common servant. Yes, I'm sorry. What are you staring at? Be gone. Watch your tongue. He's the princess guest. Apologize. Sorry. I keep forgetting that Rob is actually a dickhead. I keep thinking he'll change. I'm so glad Her Highness got home safely. We have all missed her around here. I keep thinking he's gonna change, but, you know, under threat of violence is the only way to get him to do anything, I guess. So I guess I'm going in there. I just want to see what's over this way. Nothing! Alright, I'm busting in this room, because I don't learn. Oh, there's actually nothing. Wow, there's this thing. I was gonna say, there's nothing in here, but there was that. Oh, this is the princess's room, isn't it? Hi, Lene. Who goes? Ah. What are you doing here? Is it about the reward? My brother will take care of it tomorrow. No, I'm just here to visit you and see how you're doing. You are? This is kind of you. Thank you. I had no idea you were so interested. I had no idea you were so interested in art and so talented too. It's nothing but a pointless pastime. They all share the same motif: a huge tree on a flying island. What is this place? A place I have to go to. That you have to go to? It might sound silly, but it follows me in my dreams. It appears in my mind's eye and wants me to visit it. I don't know where it is, though. I see it in memories that are not mine. I try to capture it on paper to get an answer, but it doesn't seem to work. Your echo, then. My echo? Remember how Damebird explained to us that after death, the soul leaves the body and dissolves into the maelstrom? My mother once told me sometimes the soul doesn't completely dissolve. If these remnants flow into a new living being, it's possible that one keeps memories of the previous life. You mean to tell me this place is in the paintings is an echo from my previous life? Maybe this place could have been your home. I wonder if I had a better life then. I know I shouldn't complain. People are suffering all over the realm, and here I am protected from all of that. But still I'm so unhappy. It makes me feel ashamed. I think everyone has their own problems to deal with. I don't think you can weigh that. I wish I wasn't born a princess. Tell me, Glenn, why do these rooms here feel so much tighter than anywhere else? Her eyes are so cold when she talks to me, yet with him... This boy seems pretty close to the princess. You do not look pleased. Sir Gawain, he is one of her companions. An interesting boy, I must say. He is the only one who did not want gold as a reward. What then? Information about the Grand Grimoire. Who would voluntarily forego a reward in gold? Is he a spy? A rather simple-minded one when he asks us directly to our faces about the Grimoire. We should take care of him, but not in the princess' presence. While you are at it, deal with the whole troop. As you command. General Godfrey has returned, by the way. Very good. Start the procedure immediately. I will, after the general has sobered up. Do not wait too long. We must not give Ascania too much time. I do love political intrigue. Boy, do I love political intrigue. I know the curves. They are unnecessary. Oh, come on. They're the most deadly weapons of all. That depends on where you use them. Where? What does that have to do with anything? Well, your katana with a curved blade is suitable for slash attacks that cause a deep cut. They're not suitable for thrust attacks. However, if every soldier in Volandis is running around in heavy armor, a thrust is more effective than a slash, making the greatsword superior to the katana. In Volandis, for all I care, they still live in the past. Plate armor is on the retreat. The only thing that justifiably wears such armor nowadays is a sky armor, and believe me, you do not want to face them with a greatsword. I saw him! Sir Victor's coming! You act like a kid waiting for presents, Glenn. Well, I do hope he brings the reward. I am already getting gray hair. Prince Frederick said we'll be given it tomorrow. Sir Victor! Hehe, there you all are. This is supposed to be the best inn in town. You got screwed. This ale tastes like piss. Barkeeper, amber ale. Ah, disgusting! The bland, watery aroma. One more! No, wait. Bring me 3 right now. It's going down like water. Who is this guy? A good friend, and the reason why I'm in Volandis. This is Cameron, a scientist at the court of Terran. This one here is Bothra, is also a friend of mine who helps me out with the more dangerous stuff. Sweet! Good to see you again, Bothras. It's you. What are you doing here? Oh, you know each other? Looks like you made it to Tormund. We're surprised. We? If our goal was Tormund anyway, why didn't you accompany me until the end, huh? You do remember that we're working for money? If you can't pay us, why should we act as your bodyguards? Is that all you can think of? I hope you have deep pockets, Sir Victor. Like Sienna is any different. Anyway, he will accompany me through Volandis. Can we focus on the main topic? Of course. Meanwhile, that dude's still over there just chugging from a bottomless mug. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about this before, but the real reason I'm in Volandis is the Grand Grimoire, and I'm here telling you this because we need your help. Victor, are you sure this is a good idea? Sure, they might be experienced fighters, but we can find others in the Adventurers Guild. I trust them. That doesn't mean that we have to explain everything to them. We need their muscles, not their brains. Cameron, what's this all about now? I explained it to you earlier and you agreed to it. Now, don't keep us in suspense. All right. I'll take the time to answer your questions, at least while these cups are still full. Cameron is responsible for the Grand Grimoire and has been studying it for several years. Nasty thing, contains endless secrets and has tremendous destructive power. You've seen what it is capable of, which is why Cameron and I want to destroy it. You want to destroy the Grimoire? The Grand Grimoire is a weapon of the gods. No man should ever hold it in their hands. We must destroy it before more lives are lost. I'll help you. Glenn, wait for their explanation first. And keep your voices low. If anyone finds out about this, we'll be hanging from the gallows. So, what do you want to know about? What exactly is... It's a more powerful version of an ordinary grimoire. These gems are able to store and release energy. They can be found in old geological layers, generally formed in places with higher ether deposits. The largest grimoire found in nature is as big as a thumb. However, the Grand Grimoire is the size of a fist. We do not believe that it was created naturally. Someone created it? We do not know, but a similar stone is mentioned in the history of the 5th epoch. The gods used it as a weapon. Is it epoch or epic? Epic? Epoch? I have no idea how to pronounce it. Epoch? I'm gonna go with epoch just to piss everybody off. The gods used it as a weapon to destroy entire regions and to initiate the apocalypse. Luckily, they refrained from doing so that we humans are still alive in the 7th epoch. Exactly, but we are not here for history lessons. Do you have any further questions? So what do you want to know about? How do we destroy it? This is the problem. We do not know. The Grand Grimoire is used by smashing it. This triggers a tremendous explosion. Only in a radius of 3 meters around the stone, nothing happens in order to protect the user. That's why Killian and I survived the explosion. Afterwards, the gemstone reassembles itself and can be used again, which means you cannot destroy it in any normal way. So, what do you want to know about? Where did it come from? In old texts of the 5th epoch, it is briefly referred to as a weapon of the gods, but then it is no longer mentioned, until about 5 years ago, the stone laid in Terran's treasure chamber. There it was kept as a mere piece of jewelry until Gawain discovered its potential. Gawain? He was also in the throne room, the man with the white hair and different colored eyes. Gawain is the prince's advisor and a colleague of Cameron. He is also an old acquaintance of mine. We both studied in Nysa. So this man is an R. Unfortunately, he does not share Cameron's concern for the stone's power. He is trying to use it for this war as effectively as possible. We ran experiments with the stone 5 years ago. His power was frightening. I spoke out against its use, but the king and the council were unanimously against me. Then what happened with Wernshire? Why was the stone there? Terran had defeated Gravos and taken the city. The place was crawling with their own soldiers. Honestly, I don't know why the prince kept it there and what he intended to do with it. Now the stone is back in Tormund and will be used in the upcoming battle. This is certain. Yes, preparations are being made right now. If that is all your questions, now it just so happens that a few weeks ago I made a little progress and therefore called Victor to Volandis. The royal house keeps a list of all the gifts that are given to the king on various occasions. On such a list, I actually found the rainbow-colored Grimoire. A monk named Nalkilber from the Kildreld Monastery brought it as a gift more than 50 years ago. This monk is probably no longer alive, but the monastery still exists, and that's where you come in. You plan to go there and want us to accompany you? Exactly! The monastery is located in the east and has been abandoned for decades. Instead of monks, there are now monsters living there, and we need some capable adventurers to protect us from them. All the while, you are searching for information about the Grand Grimoire and this Nalkilber? Yes, and information such as, where did the stone come from, and how did it come into the possession of this monk? We might even find a way to destroy it. We'll help you. You don't need to pay us. Hey, speak for yourself. The stone's not my concern. Without a reward, I ain't lifting a finger. That reasoning sounds familiar. But why are you telling us all this? Don't you put yourself in danger by sharing such explosive information? I don't understand this either. I have my reasons. I just can't name them. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Thanks to your trust, you have gained a new comrade in arms. Let me help you. What was that? I swear I saw someone outside the window. Stop! You there at the table. What is it? Drop your weapons and surrender. You are under arrest. What? For what reason? You should know it all too well, spies! There must be a misunderstanding. Do you know who you're talking to? The gallows await. Move! Now, looks like we have to find our way out. I haven't even finished my ale. Oh boy. Please don't tell me Victor isn't up on. Do I have to fight them or do I run up the stairs? That's the wrong way. New skills! Nope, okay. So, formation. I'm putting Killian there, and Sienna's going there. Alright, well, that was a long time. That was a long bit of talking. And, you know what? Hell, let's go fight him. Engage! So, Sienna's new skills. Ether Sucker and Life Sucker. Exactly what it sounds like. You just heal yourself, or you give yourself back technical points. There's not much else to it. Glenn's new skills, on the other hand, Power Swing and Power Pierce. Power Pierce is stupid, and I love it to bits. It is so goddamn strong. It's actually kind of cheating how busted this thing is. What are you guys weak to? I don't think anything. Pressure point. Oh, you're weak to fire. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. But first, Poetic March. I want to give everybody some damage. I want Bothros to do something. And then after we're done with this fight, I'll call it an episode. Draw Iron. Inflict heavy for one turn on all enemies. You know what? Now we're gonna go, Nettle Dagger. I wonder what weapon summoning does, though. It lets me do it, but I don't know what it does. Look at that, a little bit of health. Decoy. I don't want to decoy. I want to power pierce this guy because I broke him. Look at that, 380 damage. It's almost cheating. It's a little ridiculous what you're allowed to get away with. It honestly fills me with some kind of joy. Not gonna do that. I'm going to... I guess Earth Drums. Oh wait, he's resistant. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I already hit it. Hit the button. Already going. What do you do? Hi to one enemy. Okay. Divine Genesis Impact. This is the giant laser cannon, right? Yeah! So 8 instances of 39 damage. 320 damage. Hell yeah. And we're just gonna Cross Slash. I'm just not sure for Glenn if Cross Slash does more damage than... I think Cross Slash is more damage than Power Pierce. Kesagiri, go! Pressure point. Dude. Right in his face. I would love to know what summoning weapons actually does, though. If it would tell me, that would be nice. I don't think it ever will, though. And a decoy. Just get him to fight me. And another pilfer, because I want to lower my overdrive. I just realized how close it was actually getting. So, yeah, that's a thing. And Ether Sucker. 5 ether to give myself back 60 ether. It seems a little, you know, a little too good to be true. Stab. There, look at that. Victory. Killing in the rain. There are more outside. Why are they here? They couldn't have known about our meeting here. They called us spies. Didn't Glenn ask the prince for information about the Grimoire as a reward? Yes, but is that a problem? Hailing from Farnsport, collecting information about a super weapon? Maybe that was not the smartest idea. You honestly asked about the stone. No, we're talking. Let's leave this place and head for the monastery. But we have not negotiated the payment yet. Then you stay here if you prefer. The gallows are free. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to call this an episode. You know, a whole lot of talking, but at least we're going to get somewheres. Maybe. And we have Bothraz with me, so that'll be fun. So, yeah, I'm going to go. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. It's been a ton of fun.